Right, so four down, six left, and we'll start with MI next. And obviously, they had a season to forget. We have one of the closet fans of MI right now with us in terms of Somesh Agarwal. No, just joking. But so, what do they need? Because look, we'll put it out there as we've already done in terms of their graphic, and it'll tell you that Mumbai actually, well, they can be sharp and smart about their business. I know they got Berendorf in. I know they've relishing prospect of Archer and Bumrah bowling. But what are they going to do in this auction? Because they need to get quality all rounders. You can sense that with Pollard and Hardik not in their setup anymore. So is that the blatant obvious, or am I missing something here?
Yep. So I think MI had the worst of both worlds in the last season. They were the slowest scoring side, while the second highest on economy. So yeah, Rohit misfired. Rohit tried to bat like Narayan, but he actually ended up averaging like Narayan. Kishan started off well, but sort of tapered off. MI never really understood how to use Brevis, Tilak, and Sky. It took them the entire season to actually realize what is the best position for all three of them. Karan Pollard, his knees finally gave way and is now out of the equation. So, having said that, if you look at Mumbai's Strawberry 11, of course, Rohit and Kishan will open. Then
Tilak.
the same thing persists, right? They have Tilak, Brevis, and Sky, and now they'll have to figure out what the batting order for them be. In my opinion, it should be Tilak and then Sky, and then Brevis. And now they can happily play Tim David. They went on to just drop Tim David out of the blue for the entire season and then brought him back when they were out of contention. So this time, I think they'll give Tim David a proper run. Then on the bowling front, at 8, 9, 10, 11, what I have slotted down as of now is Archer, Kumar Karthikeya, Jason Behrendorff, and Bumrah. So this leaves number 7 spot open, which is where they'll need an all-rounder, but an Indian all-rounder. So, there is no one. No one, at least no known face in that bucket. So not sure what Mumbai can do to sort that out. Maybe yeah. So that is what they'll have to do. Probably they'll have to pick someone who's already in the squad. They have Ritik Shauki and Ramandeep to do that job, or maybe I think Tilak Verma can bowl as well. His bowling would have improved in this domestic season, and I think Brevis is bowling as well. So they would want some contribution from up top. Or else, maybe what they can do is go all in on Sam Curran and just play him instead of Jason Behrendorff, and so that Sam Curran can bat at 7. So that's one option. They'd also need a replacement, a backup for Jofra Archer, and the way I think is Mumbai might be interested in someone like an Adam Milne, because his style of bowling would be good for them at their home ground. One more thing that they'll need is a good Indian pacer, because they have, I think, released everyone they had. So one name which I'm slightly surprised is in the auction is Sandeep Sharma. I think he would be a good fit for Mumbai Indians, because Sandeep Sharma is essentially a new ball bowler. So if they have Sandeep Sharma in their 11, so it essentially frees up Bumrah to be used at a later stage. So, yep.
What about Tristan Stubbs really quickly? Does he feature in your plans?
Not if Brevis goes on to have a horror season or David is unfit. Stubbs is not in my starting level.
Okay, fine. So your lock-ins are essentially Tim David. Then you of course have Brevis. Would you pick Archer if he's fit and firing?
Yeah, for sure. Archer at number 8 is the perfect number 8, and of course Jofra Archer, the bowler. If he's back, and just for the commercial and economic value, having that Archer Bumrah bowling together, that will just have eyeballs on Mumbai Indians. This is a team which actually grounded Jasprit Bumrah to dirt even after them going out of contention, because they don't want their commercials to be affected, right? They still want eyeballs on the players. Who would play Jasprit Bumrah when they're already out of the tournament?
Yeah.
And who would pick Yuvraj Singh for the 2019 IPL? They picked him only for the commercial reason. So Mumbai is the side who can do that.
Okay, sticking with you,
And then
Shubh, any out of the
Yeah.
box picks that Mumbai can do? Because Somes mentioned it, that seventh spot is a little dodgy. There's no Indian player there. Or would you fit in someone, I don't know, like a Sandeep Sharma, like he said?
Sandeep Sharma is a very good shout for Mumbai because they are going to play 7 out of their 14 games in one Khede where the ball will swing a lot. So I think Sandeep Sharma is an excellent shout. But yeah, having said that, I think that the best player, the one player that they need the most would be Sam Curran, which who can be out of their reach just because Punjab would also want him and they have a bigger purse. But yeah, if they can get Sam Curran, then their four overseas could be Bravis, David, Sam Curran, and the fourth one could be Jason Parendorf. And just in case if Archer is not fit, if Archer is fit, then of course him. But yeah, Sam Curran for me would be the best pick for Mumbai in this auction. Yeah.
they
Okay.
already have it for their South African franchisee.
Yeah, you never know how everything's unraveling in terms of the other leagues as well. Dan, would they break the bank for someone like Sam Curran, given that they have the budget that they have? Or do you see maybe Mumbai doing Mumbai things in auction and then, throwing the tournament really open?
It's such a fascinating conversation, I think, to have in advance of this auction. Is this do they go for one big purchase or do they go for a few sort of smaller ones? Now, ultimately, to start with, I think that their auction and their squad now is hampered by spending so much money on Rohit Sharma, and whilst they took positive steps to try and free up some with Pollard, who I think is unnecessary now in their group with Tim David and Stubbs, etc. In their squad as overseas hitters, they still are yet to move on from Rohit and are paying him big money for quite a few years of relatively mediocre underperformance based on that sale price. Now, they've got, I don't know, I think roughly looking at, I haven't got the exact figures, about 16 crore to spend. Now, if they buy Sam Curran, it's going to take most of that up, if not all. And then they're looking to sort of, they're going to go boom or bust. And to some extent, that's what they did last year with Ishan Kishan. So I went into the auction, I was pretty sure that if Mumbai were going to take Ishan Kishan, which would almost certainly be for 14 CR or more, that it would mean that it would have extremely negative repercussions on their bowling lineup because they couldn't then have the budget to produce a high quality bowling lineup, and then they ended up getting Unadkat and Basil Tampi and Markande. So they went very, very batter heavy. Perhaps it was an emotional decision to bring back Ishan Kishan. Archer is a big question mark. Look, everyone's talking about Archer and Bumrah, and of course, Archer and Bumrah in tandem is like the most exciting prospect probably ever in T20 pace bowling. But I think we're also talking about a Jofra Archer that we remember. Well, there's no guarantees that Jofra Archer is going to be as good when he comes back as he was before he got injured. So there's an element of risk there. There's an element of doubt there still too. So I think it would be prudent, as you said earlier, to get like an Adam Milne or someone like that as a backup for Archer to try and kind of mitigate that potential loss if he's not fit or he's not playing well, he's struggling after his operation, etc. Personally, I look at them and I think that they've got the makings of a decent group. Certainly with the batting, the Tilak Varma was an extremely astute purchase. Who was someone that I was very, very keen on myself prior to the auction, and I think they're probably 2 or 3 personnel changes away from getting back to the force that they could have been. They were or could be again. I think that last year, yes, they struggled. bottom of the league. They had the second worst net boundary percentage in the whole tournament. But I think that was a bit of a fallacy to some degree, because I feel like once they kind of realised that the team combination could be improved, they did look better. I don't see them struggling as much this year, and I think that perhaps fourth-ish would be a reasonable finish for them.
Okay, so I'm just to finish Mumbai here, because they've just relied so much on Pollard over the years. Do you think they'll go for a like-for-like replacement for him? The names that you guys mentioned earlier, or when we talk about the other teams, Romario Shepherd, Odin Smith, all of those kind of guys, maybe even a Jason Holder, or do you think they're not going to do that?
So, I mean, they already have the replacement ready. They dropped in Pollard and started playing Tim David. So
you think that's
yeah, I mean, they need a batter at that position, not really an all-rounder. So I think they're already pretty sorted there. They would rather use that money elsewhere.
Okay, so let's see how Mumbai spend their 16.95 crores or something like that. And we'll, of course, be doing a watch-along for all of those things.